What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another MLB High Five video with your boy. Drop a like down below, comment anything in the comment section, and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Happy Monday. Hopefully everybody had an amazing weekend, stayed safe, all that good stuff, had some fun, blah, blah, blah. It was pretty wild seeing Kamaru Usman get knocked out like that. With that close to the end of that fight, Usman was about to just retain his title and keep it moving. Same kind of fight as he always does, and then boom, knocked out. That's the exciting part about this game. It's the same way with boxing too. It's just exciting to watch those two things because if you're not on it 100%, anyone, doesn't matter who you are, anyone can get knocked out at any moment. So it's pretty cool, and that's exactly why Floyd Mayweather made all the money he made. Because people just bought his fights to see if this would be the day he got knocked down. He never did. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go ahead and get straight into this MLB slate, y'all. Greenlight DFS.com joined the squad. The winner of the $50 giveaway last week is Dorian Johnson. Dorian Johnson, hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL and give me your PayPal information so I can send that 50 over. Appreciate you watching, my friend. Appreciate everybody who commented on the videos last week and watched the videos and had some success using them. I'm super happy about that. Make sure you take advantage of all the tools at Greenlight DFS, man. Member exclusive tools at Greenlight. You've got a whole bunch of different options there. You've got the player prop tools. You've got the rankings tool for DFS. You can use the rankings tool as well when it comes to like picking guys you want to bet on as well when it comes to hits, total bases, home runs, whatever. Um, the NRFI tool that pretty much gives you a percentage chance that a game will go under in the first inning or not. That's another bet that you can bet on over at Prize Picks. That's fun to do as well. So yeah, man, we're just growing, man. We're just adding more and more things. I'm excited for the tools that come for NFL. NFL is just so close, man. We still have the discounted NFL season at greenlightdfs.com. If you want to grab that NFL season, you can do that at the membership packages page at greenlightdfs.com. All right, let's go ahead and get straight into it, y'all. All right, so first things first, there's a lot of pitching I really feel good about on this slate. Last night, I was so happy to see Prize Picks drop early because at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, we were able to get the picks out, and I don't think people were expecting it because we were able to get in and get a lot of amazing value pretty early. But speaking of that, a lot of these guys are just in great spots. First guy I want to talk about is Jeffrey Springs. Jeffrey Springs is a solid pitcher overall. He's got over 25% K rate versus lefties, over 30% versus righties. He's going against an Angels squad that we all know is not very good. They strike out a good bit. They have Mike Trout back, which helps them for sure because Trout doesn't strike out a whole lot. But at the end of the day, the Angels are a strikeout heavy team still, even with Trout in there. And Jeffrey Springs is at home in a pitcher friendly ballpark. Vegas total of only 3.1 implied for the Angels. So Jeffrey Springs at 7-7 feels like a really good option to me. Now, SP2 is all up to you. So far throughout my early looking at the slate, I haven't needed to get two cheap pitchers just because there's value at the bats, and I'll talk about them in a minute. I haven't really needed to, so my strategy that I've been going mostly is Urias paired with Springs. Now there's multiple ways you could go. Instead of Urias and GPP, you could go Scherzer. But Urias at home here going against Milwaukee. Milwaukee strikes out a ton versus lefties. It's a very good K matchup for Julio. I feel really safe here with him. The Dodgers are, I mean, this Dodger Stadium is a good stadium for pitchers. Milwaukee's only implied 3.4 runs. Like I said, Julio is just a solid option. He's been really, really consistent this season in general, especially since July 16th. He's had 30, 25, 21, 25, 30, 23. Just super consistent throughout. And here against Milwaukee should be another a good outing here for him on this one. He got 23 against them earlier this season at Milwaukee. Expect him to get even more than that here at home. And he's the other guy that I really like on this slate. But there's so many different options. Like, if you don't want to go Urias, I'm fine with that. There are other options cheaper that I like today. I like Sonny Gray and I like Noah Syndergaard. Syndergaard and Sonny Gray would be my other SP2 options with Jeffrey Springs to pair with Jeffrey Springs. Sonny Gray's going against Texas. He's been last couple starts. His stuff's really been working really really well. His slider's still not moving how we'd want to see it. We want to see his slider move a little better than that, but his curveball has been looking fantastic over the last two. He's really been getting a lot of swing and misses with that curveball, and it's a really good spot here. If he keeps that curve moving how it is and he improves a little bit on that slider, he's elite level type of swing and miss stuff. So Sonny Gray at 8-5 against a high strikeout Texas team at home in Minnesota, where I also like Minnesota's offense. I think they're going to win this game. So I really like this spot here for Sonny Gray. I think he should get the win, should get plenty of Ks, and if that curveball is still moving how it has been the last couple starts, he's going to wipe guys out as well. Noah Syndergaard against Cincinnati. We know the matchup's just good against Cincinnati whenever. Syndergaard's at home in his new home, Philly. He's just overall just a consistent, solid pitcher, plain and simple. He's not going to blow you out of the water. He's not going to go out here and get 40 or nothing crazy, but he can get you a solid amount to kind of just keep you moving, especially if the reason why you spend down from Urias to Syndergaard or Urias to Sonny Gray gets you up to a guy who hits 2 home runs, then it'll be all worth it for you. But you know, that's what you're hoping for in that situation. But for me in the high five, I'm rolling Springs Urias. They're the safest, plus have solid upside potential guys that I'm going to roll with in the high five. All right? Now, let's talk about bats. And the first bat I'm going to talk about is part of the reason why I can spend up at pitching and feel confident in it. Albert Pujols versus lefties has been ridiculous. He has over it's like 380 ISO versus left-handed pitching this year. He's hitting lefties so hard, and he's only 2K, and he's going against a bad-ish level pitcher in Smiley. All right, this is a solid spot here for Albert Pujols. He's, like I said, only 2K with the power he possesses and the 380 ISO that he has had versus lefties this year. I mean, that's just crazy, and I really, really like Albert Pujols. Another value on this slate, let me go back to hitters, is going to be Fraley. I've actually played him when he's been balling lately. He's 2.5, another guy who's just too cheap, leading off, lefty-righty matchup against Syndergaard. Another value option that's solid. You can go either one of these guys or you can go both these guys, whatever, but I wanted to mention both because they're both solid options today. At third base, another guy who's not too much in the situation that he's in. He's under 4K, Jose Miranda. Speaking of guys with power versus lefties, I mean, geez, Miranda at home in Minnesota versus left-handed pitching has a 400 ISO. He is hitting the ball so hard, and this is another guy with huge upside here in this situation, man. I love Minnesota's offense in general. I like Miranda, Buxton, Correa, all these guys from Minnesota. I really, really like a lot of those options there, especially the righties versus this dude. He struggles giving up power to right-handed bats, and Jose Miranda is going to take advantage of that. He's a dude with, like I said, a 400 ISO. He's really going to take advantage of Reagan struggling versus righty power. All right? In the outfield, to finish off the high five, ladies and gentlemen, we have the spend up that I like on the slate, and I'm going to go Ronald Acuna Jr. So not only can Ronald Acuna give you points by stealing bases, all right, not only can he get points for you on the base paths, but he's going against Contreras, who at home gives up a good amount of power to righties. He struggles versus righties at home in Pittsburgh, and Ronald Acuna Jr. is just that. Not only is he a power bat that is a righty facing Contreras, but he's been solid as of late, and he's got the stolen base potential as well. And he's only 5'4". You're getting an elite level bat in a fantastic spot at a solid price when it comes to elite bats. Byron Buxton's right there at 5'9". I don't know about Mike Trout too much, but Fraley, the value, obviously. I mean, really, when it comes to bats, I mean, I'm liking spend ups in the outfield with Jake Fraley. That's what I'm liking so far. But yeah, in the high five, we've got Jeffrey Springs, Julio Urias, or you could drop down to the Sonny Gray level, Syndergaard level. Albert Pujols, crazy power versus lefties this season. I mean, I'm excited to see if he can do it again. Jose Miranda, crazy power versus lefties this season at home in Minnesota. Solid Minnesota total here at 3.9, under 4K for a guy in this spot. I mean, beautiful. Ronald Acuna Jr., like I said, the potential he has stealing bases, as well as the potential he has against a pitcher that struggles versus righties, especially at home like Contreras has. It's just a solid spot for Acuna today. All right? And that's about it, y'all. GreenlightDFS.com. Join the squad. We got 5 prize picks over on the MLB Access page already posted, the early prize picks, and then I'll be looking at some other options as the day goes on to see if I want to add anything in there. You can also add your own prize picks by looking at the NRFI tool at Greenlight DFS, the no runs first inning tool, and using it to pick your bets for that as well. It's been really, really good. I've been doing that on the side, having fun with that. That's been fun. And the tool is just really, really good, man. It brings in all the information that'll give you the best idea of how it's going to end up, and it just gives you a solid just yes or no answer. You know what I mean? And I just love that part about it. It's super simple, and like everything at Greenlight DFS com. The whole goal is to make everything super understandable, super easy, straight to the point. You just know exactly who the play is without really having to do a ton of work, because we understand at Greenlight, and the whole reason Greenlight exists is because people are busy. Life gets in the way. You got family time you got to have. We don't want y'all taking time out of your family time and out of, getting distracted at work or school or whatever you got going on to sit here and study DFS, because it is a lot of work. And if you can't put as much work as you need to in DFS, you're just not going to have success. So on a consistent basis. So that is why we are here, to make things easy, to give you those best plays without you having to, take all of that time, where you can still enjoy DFS, still enjoy sports betting in general, and still spend time with your family and still do all those fun things, and, all that, and not miss out on life as well. You know what I'm saying? NFL tools. I'm in the process with the developer right now. We are working on NFL tools for sports betting, for DFS, all that good stuff. So we're working on getting those things out, getting those done by week one. Super excited for week one, y'all. I mean, the potential that we have now that Prize Picks is just smashing, and now we have that just adding on to what we've already been doing well. I mean, it adds on to what we've already been doing, and the success with DFS on top of the success with Prize Picks is just has brought us to a whole nother level, and I'm just excited to keep it going. All right, y'all have an amazing Monday. Have a good week this week, and I'm out. Peace.